We've obliterated them. And this almost seems to be more of a reaction than we had before. So we'll see. I mean, look, it only matters the end result.
And President Trump tells Fox Business that end result could come soon with another round of U.S.-Iran talks, perhaps tomorrow.
They cannot have a nuclear weapon.
The price of oil has come down from well over $100 a barrel. Now WTI is at about 91. Fox's Chris Foster reports.
Oil prices are up about 50% since the Iran conflict started. President Trump says he thought it would be more.
And I was willing to do that.
He tells Maria Bartiromo on Fox Business he expects the conflict to be over very soon and oil prices will drop to where they were or close to it.
Overall, the impact on the economy, do you expect a hit to growth? Do you expect a spike in inflation?
Well, look, there's a hit because, we go through it for whatever it is, 6 weeks. There's going to be a hit, but it's going to recover, I think, fully.
Despite U.S. brokered talks in Washington between Israel and Lebanon, the Israeli attacks continue in that country. They're not part of the ceasefire.
It's trying to defeat the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah, an effort that has claimed more than 2,000 Lebanese lives and displaced thousands more. The Israel Defense Forces says it struck Hezbollah terrorists and military infrastructure over the past few days. Yesterday's talks between the Israeli and Lebanese governments were the first in 30 years. Lebanon called for a ceasefire and measures to address its humanitarian crisis.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. There are 2 new empty seats in Congress. The day after Tony Gonzalez, a Republican, resigned over an affair with a staffer who committed suicide last year. And Eric Swalwell quit in a growing scandal. A 5th woman came forward alleging sexual misconduct or assault.
I did not consent to any sexual activity.
Lana Drews claims Swalwell raped and choked her in 2018. Swalwell's attorney in a statement denies each and every allegation as false. America's listening to Fox News.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and now you can trade on every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in the live market. No house and no odds maker. And as the odds move, you can buy in and out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app, use code PRESS to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
I didn't switch to Pure Talk just because I wanted to save 50% off the same 5G service I've been paying twice as much for. I switched because I like the idea of being in business with a wireless company that supports our veterans in a meaningful way. Pure Talk also creates American jobs every day by keeping their entire operation in this country. I appreciate that. If you feel the same, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Back to President Trump. He also talked to Fox Business about the reconciliation bill Senate Republicans are working on to fund ICE and Border Patrol.
You've heard the expression, we want to keep it sort of slim because we want to make sure that I have the safest border in the history of our country.
That reconciliation process allows Republicans to pass the funding without support from many Democrats who for weeks blocked funding for the entire Department of Homeland Security, demanding immigration enforcement reforms. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer calls reconciliation a clown show.
Not because it's the best path, but because they cannot and will not rein in ICE and Border Patrol or stop the violence.
Last night in the House, another bill passed with support from both parties. Only 10 lawmakers voted no.
The ALERT Act has backing from the National Transportation Safety Board and aviation industry groups. It would require aircraft flying in and out of busy airports to be fitted with new locator systems, letting pilots know more precisely where other aircraft are. The NTSB has been recommending the technology since 2008, and the agency's chairwoman says it could have prevented the collision of an American Airlines jet and Army Black Hawk helicopter over the Potomac River last year. Victims' families want a stronger bill with strict timelines to guarantee reforms are done quickly. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed, down a bit for the Dow, up a little for the NASDAQ. The day after the NASDAQ surged up 455 points, rising for a 10th session in a row. The Dow gained 317. The NBA postseason is now underway. Portland beat Phoenix last night, securing the 7th seed in the Western Conference playoffs for the Trailblazers. The Suns stay alive. They'll play the winner of the Warriors-Clippers game tonight. In the East, Charlotte beat Miami in overtime, eliminating the Heat. The Hornets stay alive. They'll play the loser of the Magic 76ers game tonight. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
All righty. Hey, we made it. It was middle of the week, called Hump Day, Tax Day, April 15. April 15 is a wonderful day in my life.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Do tell.
I can do the math. 55, 65, 75. The 81st anniversary of my father coming to America.
Okay.
So that's why I always like April.
I feel like I've remembered that over the years we've been together, you mentioning that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that he couldn't speak the language and
broken English.
And all hands on deck.
He looked at his hands.
Exactly.
He bought passage on the USS General Mann. You can go Google USS General Mann. My dad was on that ship.
Man.
And the Japanese were trying to bomb it. So 40 days, very biblical. Took 40 days to get to San Pedro, California. And I've been to that port.
And he was only 18?
No, he was 21.
Okay.
He'd done 2 years of college at the time. So yeah, my father came to America 81 years ago today. I'll mention that at Brother Johnny coming up too.
That's right.
Anyway, I've been to San Pedro.
Nice.
And he got on a train, came to the University of Illinois. And I said, how did you jump into junior year engineering without speaking the language? He said, it was difficult that first year. Yeah, that's you know what?
Understatement of the year, the decade, the century.
I am the product of my father and mother, but Johnny got more of Dad's brain than I did. Anyway, it's good morning to you. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey. And I did not know that for only $2 million I can get into farming.
Wow.
Yep.
That's it?
I'd buy the equipment.
Who pitched you?
Bid $1 million on some land, program the thing so I don't have to drive it.
Okay.
It's 16 rows. I had no idea a farmer could get 450 acres planted in a day.
Wow.
With this equipment, compared to when I kind of busted into this how many decades ago? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I could.
Weather permitting, mind you.
Well,
Weather
yeah,
permitting.
I never works out. Yeah, I know.
are.
See, but the other problem is with my $2 million, I'd have to have somebody there to tell me what to do. You know,
I think you need more than that.
All right, 4 people.
The way things cost.
Yeah,
you know,
$4 for corn. I'd lose my shirt. Whatever.
Right. But you're a farmer.
Yeah, I could get my brand new bibs. Get in there. See, I just didn't know you could sit there and it turns for you and everything now. 16 rows?
Is this how you were at the
autonomous?
coffee?
What do they call it? Autonomous equipment? Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Right.
I just think that you're never getting into farming unless you're in farming. Nobody goes out and says,
pretty much inherited.
Mr. Baker? Yeah, I like to borrow some money to be a farmer. No chance, sir.
Yeah.
Leave. Get out.
Gotta live it, breathe it, eat it, you know.
You just have to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're dependent on weather.
Well, at least this type of farming, we have places like Sola Gracia where you're in Urbana and you kind of have that community farm and you're raising tomatoes and onions and things like that. And then you're working out with maybe the land connection and you're doing farm to table experience with restaurants and things like that. That came up in a meeting with Champaign Center Partnership yesterday with Ian Nutting. It was very interesting. I didn't realize.
That could be lucrative, that farm to table approach. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, 700 acres of organic means you don't put anything down.
Right.
And that's a lot of work.
I know.
That's a lot of risk, too. That's a lot of risk.
And I tell you what, I used to walk beans back in the day, but I could only cover 4 rows at a time. I planted a 16 rows.
Oh, yeah. Sitting on the porch with your little control thing.
Pretty much.
Man, I don't know.
It's
I
robotics
mean,
and technology.
But again, you're not in control of your profession. You're totally at the mercy of weather.
That's right.
So you can do everything perfectly, and it's still. And then when do you sell it? That was always a crapshoot when we were doing that. It was just, holy cow, just sell it at the same time every year and hope it averages out. How do you know?
Right.
Yeah. The market stuff.
Oh,
that's
gosh,
enough. Yeah.
No. Rains in Brazil, the price goes down. What?
Very well done. That's what we keep an eye on.
That's right. And my sister Susan Ducey was a meteorologist, and she'd predict the weather and the coffee crops and things like that in South America and And
every year the infrastructure down there gets better and better down there in Argentina, Brazil.
I just think it'd be so much easier to pick red or black on the roulette. Here we go. Weather brought to you by Watts Compre Systems. They have cost-efficient solutions. You can get a free evaluations Free valuation for your copy system. Might save some money on that color printing, too. 217-352-0428. Also brought to you this morning by Busey for over 158 years. Member FDIC. Our meteorologist is the very intelligent and learned man, Greg Solier at 710. Sir, how are we looking?
In fact, I tell the boys I'm a part-time, emphasize part-time genius. That's it. That's it for me, man. 69. Nice mild morning out there. Humidity up and a little drabble and sprinkle of rain making its way through Urbana and around the Champaign, Willett Airport area and closing in here on Philo and Sydney. Bigger showers and thunderstorms. Peoria back down around north and east of about Quincy. And boy, flooding rainfall has been the story over northern Illinois. We'll be building in through northern Indiana and Ohio. It's been getting it down the overnight hours to Michigan. Forget about anything farming and field work wise across Wisconsin. And so it goes around here, and still over the next couple of days, probably 1 to 2 inches expected. A little brief hiatus in this widespread Corn Belt wet weather pattern. We'll start it up again west of the Missouri at some point early next week, and then it comes our way. 79 to 80 today, not bad. Summer-like, humidity up, gusty south wind, couple of showers, and maybe a thunderstorm around this morning. A bit of a break back in for this afternoon. Couple of rounds of better coverage activity tonight. Any one of these storms, again, may have a rush of wind, a pretty healthy downpour at times, low down to 63. Tomorrow, unseasonably mild again, showers and thunderstorms, a batch both morning and afternoon at 77. We get into warm but slightly dry air, and upper weather systems finally temporarily move out between tomorrow night and a low down to 59. So drier air, more comfortable, but some fog to start off Friday morning. Windy, warm, more humid in the afternoon, and maybe a thunderstorm late, a partly cloudy sky, and 84 there. That's record flirting territory. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms in the morning, lesser chance in the afternoon, 71 and dropping. Won't get out of the 50s here on Sunday. Frost patch or two Monday morning at 35, back up to 61 in the afternoon. Heading back into the 70s Tuesday, and more scattered showers and thunderstorms the second half of next week as well. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
All right, off and running, 712 ESPN 93.5. Got a Stever here this morning.
Oh, good.
Do that coming up. Yesterday, a couple of people very excited about $500 to Dick Van Dyke.
Nice.
Man, I think about that. I'm going, $500? That's a lot.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I got some really good ones coming up. Ashley Furniture.
Yes, and they have a big sale today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
That flash sale is 48 hours, so between 10 and 7. Ashley Home Store, 602 West Anthony Drive, in case you're interested in some new furniture. There's some deep discounts.
Yeah.
Mattresses and things like that, too.
All right. We'll have some money for Ashley probably next week.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's Wednesday morning. This April 15th. Looking forward to going to Coaches versus Cancer tonight.
Yes.
That's at Gordyville.
A salute to our Final Four team.
I just started wondering, who's here?
Huh.
You're thinking, okay, we'll see Everett. No, I don't. I think Andrei Stojakovic is in California.
No.
I think Merck went with him.
What?
I don't know if they're all available. We're going to have.
Yes, they are.
You know, this is just.
Let me text Coach. We had him on last week.
This is just the life of this.
Yeah,
this is what we do.
know.
What are they? They're off to examining your options.
Right.
Every year. I mean, the good old days of, hey, Kendall, how you doing? You're really gaining muscle, Kendall. Yeah.
That's right.
Nick Anderson was only here 3 years. 2 years? 3 years? Kendall was here all 4. James Augustine was a whole 4. D was a whole 4.
Yeah.
I mean, those are gone. Now it's like, who are we hiring for this season?
Right.
That's all it is.
That's how it is. It's like a mini NBA.
How can you buy a jersey when you don't know? Mm-hmm. You don't grow with them. Mm-hmm. It's simply mercenary. Is that the term? You get paid to do something.
Right.
Mercenaries are more like army people, I think. But anyway. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And so if David Merkovich stays another year, he can be a darling here because he's such a personality.
That's right.
And he's so funny. But anyway, it's just somebody's going here, somebody's seeing John Black. I don't know. Nobody knows.
We already know that Keaton Wagler is declaring for the NBA draft. So I expect he would be around, though.
Well, I think he talked about getting ready for the NBA draft and going to Plymouth. Is that Plymouth, Massachusetts?
Oh.
Anyway, you have to go work out. I don't know when that is. I don't know. I just know that it'll be great. They're going to raise over $500,000 for an unbelievably great cause.
Yes.
And Ben Humberkaus. I mean, isn't he looking at Europe or something? He can play basketball and make money.
What's Kylan doing?
Well, Kylan's getting ready for the NBA draft. Keaton is, I don't know. Was Keaton around?
Well, that's what I mean.
Keaton, I don't know.
Keaton in the NBA draft.
I was thinking you said Kylan.
Okay.
All right, Keaton, yeah, but he's off to nowhere somewhere. I mean, right? It's just they scatter.
This is a riveting segment here.
The term
I don't know.
The term is scatter.
Yes.
And so I hope a lot of people are there tonight. It won't matter. Whoever's there will be great.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
Kind of a salute to the Final Four team at Gordyville. Doors open at 5. I feel like it's you eat right away, and it's just you grab it. You know where you're going to be sitting because of the sponsor seats and things like that.
Right.
So you do check in.
I am a guest of Meyer Capel, the wonderful law firm. So I'm looking forward to being there. I asked where their seats were. They didn't know.
Right.
I said, depends how much you gave.
Right.
And I would sue them. I'd just prepare a lawsuit. Anyway, it'll be great to see people and raise a lot of money. That's the number one thing is just put out your checkbook and make some bids and earn some cool things.
Right. I remember a lot of the autographed items that, Coach Underwood had, the shoes, for instance, he wears in one game.
You'll get once in a lifetime things.
That's right.
All right. Sports headlines. I turned the Cardinals off.
Oh, yeah.
2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. They've got nothing.
Oh, wow.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. Last night at Busch Stadium, the Cardinals were down to their last strike. They were helped out by an error. A double by Pozo tied it. A sacrifice fly by Nathan Church won the game. And the Cardinals had their 7th comeback win, 6-5 over Cleveland. What did you enjoy most about that one, Ricky?
Well, I enjoyed the fact that the Cardinals got the gift, but then they did something with it. Pozo had a huge hit. The only hit that the Cardinals had with runners in scoring position. That tied the game. Weatherholt's home run was also pretty exciting, but I really liked the work of Riley O'Brien in the top of the 10th inning. So tough to put a 0 on the board in extra innings. He picked up his 2nd victory.
A home run for Ivan Herrera, who caught a good game last night, and 2 home runs for J.J. Weatherholt.
And really a good day at the plate again for Jordan Walker. Just 1 hit, but he still looks good.
The Cardinals go for a series win. A quick turnaround today, 12-15 behind Dustin May.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Cubs win 10-4 over Philadelphia. They've got a 5:40 start again today over on US 105.9. Tampa Bay over the Chicago White Sox 8-5. Our Shauna Green that we had on yesterday, great talk with her. Maddie Weber, the senior, has said on the weekend that she's staying. Now Destiny Jackson is returning.
See, women, even the women that we don't know year to year.
Right.
Crazy. Okay. As long as everybody comes back, that we want, right?
Yeah, especially that young team.
Boy, the women going to be real good. Weather brought to you by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Kurt are there. ESPN 93.5.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, and Memphis. Saturday, windy and seasonally warm. Between by the Vanguard to wet weather pattern going forward the next couple of days with scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm this morning. Back in later in the afternoon, becoming partly sunny and up to 83 on a gusty southwest wind. At night, a couple of periods of showers, thunderstorms early and again after midnight. Low down to 66. Tomorrow, breezy, mild weather, showers, thunderstorms both morning and afternoon. Highs near 80. South winds continue on. More rain tomorrow night. Lows down to 63. And showers and thunderstorms both morning and later afternoon for the Thursday. Highs up to about 76. Iffier rain chances. Windy, warm, humid, and up to 84 with a partly sunny Friday. More widespread rains in here for Friday night, Saturday with a Saturday high at 74. Then back into windy, much cooler weather. Temps in the upper 50s on Sunday. Patchy frost here next Monday morning. Later in the afternoon up to 61. We'll start chasing scattered showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday next week. High temperatures inching back close to 70 degrees. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
I'm very honored to have Brittany Algie in my studio. She's advanced practice registered nurse specializing in behavioral health at OSF Healthcare Sacred Heart in Urbana. Now has several options for inpatient, outpatient behavioral health, offering medication management and therapy to treat depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, PTSD, and more. Isn't it, you have to kind of agree you kind of need to talk to somebody?
Absolutely.
How do you get to that?
Being honest and doing a self-check-in about how you feel. Checking in with your emotions, seeing like, am I okay? Because a lot of times we're highly functioning, feeling depressed, we're feeling overwhelmed, and we don't take a minute to just pause and actually see how we're feeling.
But so take stigma, Brittany, and you don't want to talk to somebody because then they'll think you're crazy.
Well, there's no such thing as crazy. So there's nothing wrong with asking for help because life is always going to be challenging. There's always going to be stressors that come along.
So we commend you and
Thank you.
somebody who loves what they do. So I'm going to give out your number.
Behavioral health professionals, OSF Healthcare, Sacred Heart, Urbana, 217-337-4310.
Need something dramatic when you introduce Steve Imke. He's the owner of Spring Green. All right, let's hit it, man. Little Beethoven's Fifth. How are you, brother?
Good. How are you doing?
You need me to do any spraying for you today?
Yeah, working man.
Well, if you come in early, we might get some done before the wind picks up again.
Oh, the dang wind. That's bad.
right.
How do you can't spray in 40-mile-an-hour wind, can you?
No, we'll usually start a little early and see how much we can get done before it gets up to 15 miles an hour, and then we'll call it a day.
I just can't believe your coverage area. I'm talking about your customers. I mean, what is the radius of what Spring Green does?
Oh, we go from pretty much like B-Mint, Monticello area, all the way over to Indiana, and then from Paxton all the way down to Neoga.
Whoa.
This is why I'm calling Guinness, because Steve Imke is driving a truck with the crank windows, with a good old-fashioned radio.
Uh-huh.
And how many miles do you have on your pickup?
I just turned 691,000.
691.
And how many sets of tires is that?
Oh, gosh, I couldn't even tell you.
I mean, every 40,000 probably, right?
Yeah, you got to keep up.
Yeah, it's every 40 to 80. I mean, there's somewhere in there that you got to take care of them.
What?
Okay.
A lot different between 40 and 80. What about oil changes? Every 3?
Every 5.
Every 5,000. And how's she?
Every 5 for sure. Yep.
Purring like a kitty? 691,000.
Purring like a kitty. Absolutely.
I would like to know anybody listening from Bement to Indiana, from Gilman to Effingham. Anybody know anybody? Not even you, just anybody. Have you ever heard of a guy? Why is it sentimental at this point?
Absolutely. It was really the first new truck that I bought as owning Spring Green. I'd always just bought used trucks. It was the first new one. And so it's my original truck was Spring Green as far as newness.
Does she have a name? Do trucks just have names?
Bessie.
Like cars?
Bessie.
Yeah, Betsy.
Is it?
Betsy.
No, you don't have a name, right?
Betsy is the name of the truck.
What the heck? I guessed it. I said Bessie. I said with the S's.
But this one was Betsy. I love it.
I should go to the county fair and guess weight.
Absolutely,
wow.
You should.
Hey, that's quite amazing because I'm sure the truck you bought with 691,000 miles on it currently is the same price as a new truck today. I'm sure. How much did you pay?
Yeah,
how much did you pay for that? Do you remember?
Oh gosh, it was like, I want to say $11,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
like
I think
down payment
I know
now.
what. I think Eisenhower was president. I think, right? It was good. Gosh, that's amazing. Anyway, good going, taking care of that, Betsy. Way to go. And the crank window thing hasn't broken. Nothing like that.
Nope, not at all.
I love it. Air conditioner still work?
Every once in a while.
AC is air circulation.
That's right.
You roll down the
There you
window
go.
with the crank.
Yeah, that's it.
That's so funny. All right, we have a Stever with this tremendous owner of Spring Green. He'll make your lawn look like the lawn you'd see on a magazine cover.
In fact, there's a lot of different sporting areas that Spring Green has handled in our area for local high schools. And is there some into the U of I, Steve?
Yeah, we still do parts of the U of I. A lot of the high schools now are starting to go to turf fields. So we're starting to actually lose some of them, but we still actually do a few of the high schools, their general grounds. So we still try to keep our sports active in Central Illinois here.
That's right.
Having worked with you for a day on a promotion where I actually did some of the work that Steve does, I think it was a net negative for me, because you taught me about the corners and how we're supposed to get the corners, because sometimes you miss them and they grow weeds.
Yeah.
And so
Can't have that.
if I see that, I'm going, grrr, grrr, grrr.
Yeah.
You trained me too well. Anyway, Steve Imke can make your wonderful yard look like you want it to look.
Absolutely.
It's a real battle, and if you're way behind the thing, they can catch you up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the Stever offers $250 to get services from Steve Imke, and I'm sure the people that have you come over are very excited about the potential of looking like the Better Homes and Garden cover,
Yes,
okay?
a very nice one.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
if you would like $250 to call Spring Green and get some stuff going, you just text in on the Fisher National Bank text line, 217-359-2255. Text in Spring Green.
Alrighty.
Spring Green is the code, and $250, that's gets you really started. And man, oh man, I can't tell you, so nice to have a lawn that looks nice.
Here's someone said that Steve's been doing my yard for 107 years.
Well, I didn't know that.
Thanks, Mike and Mom.
I've been around for a long time, Stevie.
Well, you don't look it. If you've seen him, he could still hit a baseball for the EI League. Steve can still hit it. He can still. Wrigley will never hold it. It's out of here. Steve Imke. Listen, you look great too. You're still out there in your truck, so you keep moving.
Absolutely.
So, are you committed to
keep going
30 more years of this, or what are you thinking?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep.
Can you
I'm gonna keep going for quite a while. I enjoy it too much.
That's awesome. Can you get to $1 million on a vehicle? 1 million miles on a vehicle? I wonder.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I love it. Betsy, man.
That's right. Could you use a couple of extra guys on staff, or are you doing pretty good?
Well, right now we're making do with what we got. We've had some tragedy in the Spring Green family, and we're dealing with it. And I've moved some people around so we can keep going. But depending on how the year goes, I may have to hire somebody through the year. But right now we're making do with what we've got.
You got it, partner. Listen, keep it going. Steve Imke, IMMKE. He's the owner of Spring Green. We're giving out $250 in services. I'm going to do that 4 times today. Wow. You're the man. Keep it going, brother.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Talk
All
soon.
right, have a good
Steve Imke is his
and a
name.
Cubs fan, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Over on US 105.9, listening to those games.
You bet. Okay, 217-359-2255. You've heard the range that they cover. So wherever you are listening this morning, except if you're not streaming. If you're on YouTube or X, the streamer is getting fixed here in the next day. excited because our thingamafloogie got a thingamafloogie and it got sick, and we had to get a new computer and have it programmed properly for streaming.
Yes.
All the inside baseball stuff.
Stevie Jay FM on X, and then, of course, Stevie Jay Show on YouTube.
You got to be specific or you won't find me.
That's right. If you just use the letter J, you'll get to the Atlanta rapper.
As a rapper, I was totally here
I know.
first. It's just like, what? Okay, so text in 217-359-2255, Spring Green, if you're interested in $250 that I pay.
Even some people that are in charge of maintenance and the course and various courses around here on the golf side are texting in for Steve. That's how good he is.
No, he's real good. Your yard looks really good.
Uh-huh.
I had the heartbreak of grubs the first time that they came over, and they laughed in my face.
Yeah.
And I took it. Because it was bad, because it was like a slippery carpet.
I know.
My lawn was the slippery carpet.
It was.
We'll be right back. Brother Johnny will jump on. It is Wednesday morning, April 15.
Yes, tax day.
Had to look. It's 8:30.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump says the Iran war is very close to being over.
I had to divert because if I didn't do that, right now you would have Iran with a nuclear weapon. And if they had a nuclear weapon, you would be calling everybody over there, sir. And you don't want to do that.
The president on Mornings with Marie on Fox Business on why he started the war with Iran.
He says the conflict is close to finish, but the mission not yet complete. Now, reports do indicate talks between the United States and Iran could resume as early as tomorrow.
Fox's Trey Ying's the fifth claim of sexual misconduct against former California Congressman Eric Swalwell, who's denying all the allegations against him. Today is the tax day deadline.
10% more Americans getting refunds.
That's IRS CEO Frank Bisignano. Talking to Fox, Americans are benefiting from the Trump administration policies. America's listening to Fox News.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Have you been to Pards in Urbana? Well, you need to go to Pards in Urbana. Here's what people are saying. Great customer service, friendly staff. They treat you like family. I love Pards. I was very impressed. Great service. Very neat store. I was greeted and asked if they could help me. That's why you should go. Check them out. It's Pards in Urbana. They're between University and Maine. It's on Maple. Pards in Urbana, or visit pards.com. Pards.com.
Here's a look at local news. With e-book costs climbing across Illinois, lawmakers pushing a bill to limit how publishers price and restrict digital materials for libraries. It would stop publishers from charging libraries more than the public, capping software license limits, and preventing restrictions on loan periods. Urbana Free Library says the change would help smaller libraries stretch their budgets. Champaign County still in drought conditions despite recent rainfall. Central and east central Illinois running about 18 inches below normal precip, leaving streams, rivers, and groundwater extremely low. Lack of moisture is hurting pasture conditions and limiting the final hay cutting for livestock producers. Urbana Police receiving a $90,000 grant to improve its response to trauma calls. They say the grant will support officer training and wellness programs to help ensure officers are better equipped to respond to individuals experiencing trauma. That grant will be received over the next couple of years. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim. Our weather brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Reminding you that the weather can affect your gutters and your roof. They create superior home exteriors since 1955. If you'd like to improve the look, feel, and function of your home, and maybe roof or siding or gutters, KramerSiding.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign vicinity. Another summer-like day's worth of weather. We'll climb to about 83 with a partly sunny midday and afternoon, but a couple of scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm around this morning and back in later this afternoon. Rains go more widespread as the night wears on tonight with showers, thunderstorms early, and again after midnight, low down to 66 and a southwest wind that stays gusty tomorrow. Breezy, rather mild showers, thunderstorms both morning and afternoon. Variably cloudy, the high near 80. More showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night through Thursday. 63 tomorrow night, a Thursday high at 76. Lesser rain chances will be isolated and small in scale here Friday. Record and near record setting highs up to 84. Windy with showers, thunderstorms in here for Friday night into Saturday. A Saturday high at 74. We'll get into windy, much cooler weather. Some dry time on Sunday at 57 for the high. Patchy frost next Monday at 36 to start, 61 later in the day. Same setup returns weather-wise Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. Scattered showers and thunderstorms back up around 70. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
All right, 7:35. Brother Johnny is in New Orleans. Ducked out a Bible study today. The book of what are you in?
Judges. So yeah, we're going right down the line here. In fact, next week we're going to be part of the reading the whole Bible from Genesis through Revelation in Washington D.C.
Tell me about that. What is? Tell me about that.
It's a group that decided they wanted to televise the reading of the Bible. We're trying to get Trump to issue executive order that the entire Congress has to listen to the whole thing, but I don't think that'll go. But yeah, we're just doing 2 Psalms for me and 2 for Bobby.
Wow.
But we just get to be a part of it, and they'll start on like Monday and go through the next Tuesday or something.
So is it 24, not 24/7, or is it?
No, they're just doing like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Wow. How cool is that? What channel is that on?
I don't know. I'll have to find out how you can actually get that and see some of these people. It's a long book. And
yes, it
there's
is.
a lot of interesting stories. I'm glad there's some parts I really wouldn't want to read on television, but it's deep and it's the Word of God. It's an amazing book, and it's at the Museum of the Bible on the Mall, so it's just an event, and we have a very good group, a Christian group here in New Orleans. It's based in Baton Rouge, but they work in the state of Louisiana with family values. It's called Louisiana Family Forum, and just trying to pass legislation that keeps us focused on what's true and God and the things that He would want us to do. And they ask us to read with them. So,
I mean, I think it's fantastic. I think it's awesome. What version, do you know? What type of?
I do, but I can't.
It's more the really old Bibles are. It's thee, thy, though. I mean, the more, I don't know the term either, but it's.
Well, I call it the real Bible, which is the King James version, which is harder to understand. But we're not reading that. It's more. Modern phraseology and expressions, so that it's like the NIV, for instance.
Yeah.
I should know that off the top of my head, but believe me, I'll have the right one when I'm reading it.
I am thrilled you're doing that. It's just, you've been such a great example of your faith, Johnny. It's uplifting for so many, and you'll never know how many, but it's a lot. And I think it's great you and Bobby are doing that. A couple of Psalms is awesome. The Psalms are great.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's wonderful. I hope you get to see Ed Martin, our friend who's busy this morning. But
we'll find him. I'm going to find him.
You can do like, what about Bob? Dr. Leo Marvin. Dr. Leo Marvin. It's what you can do. Ed Martin.
I'm going to do. I'll probably run up behind him and I'll be yelling, Ed, pardon me, Ed.
Pardon attorney for Donald Trump, our friend Ed Martin. All right. So today is enormous, and I think I remember it every year. It's April 15. It is tax day, so things have to be postmarked today if you owe. Even if you have an extension, you got to pay the money. So that's today. But today is the 81st anniversary of our father coming to America. If I did my math right, 1945, is that 81 years? I think so.
Well, let me think. 45. It's definitely got a 1 on it because it's 26.
Yeah,
so I think you're right, Steve.
Anyway.
And we pay through the nose for that, Steve, because it's tax day.
Yeah,
and it was worth every penny.
Yep. But can you imagine?
Landed in California, and then he made his way to the University of Illinois, where he had been accepted as a student. And He came from Iran because the Christians in Armenia were on the lam from the Turks in the early 1900s, and they ran for their lives. So he ended up in Iran because his father worked for the Shah of Iran.
He was as high as you could go for a Christian, I think.
I think so. The Shah used a lot of Christians in his administration because they did he could trust them, and they were grateful to have something to do, and they were treated very well, by the way.
And
then the Shah, by the way, just to put it back to reality, was overthrown in 1979, and he had helped the U.S. in World War II a bunch. So we were not allies, but friends certainly, and I guess you could call him an ally. And then the revolution took over, and that's where we are right now.
Yeah, but imagine, I remember asking, I said, and I told Mom yesterday, I said, my dad was speaking in church when I was 17 years old. And it was the first time in my life I said, he has an accent. I never realized that. And,
you're right.
And then to be as brilliant as he was and get his bachelor's, master's, PhD was a formidable force in structures and concrete and failing bridges and all these other things. He'd generally get a call and travel all over the country for different purposes. But I remember asking him, because he really did speak broken English, and he's coming junior year University of Illinois. And I said, Dad, how could you, engineering Illinois, how could you do that without really speaking the language? And he put his hands on his hips and he looked up like he did. It was difficult that first year. How do you do that?
Well,
and I also
college
said that I'm a product of my mother and father, but you definitely leaned heavy on Dad's brain. You got a lot of that.
The friends I had in college, especially the girls, Diane, would come over and some sound of Philo, and they'd always, when they saw Dad, they'd say something. Just hear him talk.
That's right.
Yeah, he was a heck of a role model, and I was in his office one time when he had a student in there, and he was the best. Well, tell me exactly what you are thinking. What would you like to do? I mean, that kind of thing. It was just so interested. And he was always
well liked. Yeah.
And I said, Dad, you do your career. You were formidable in impressing and teaching the man who built the Sears Tower, and Bill Baker, who built the largest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. You were his favorite professor. He put his hands on his hips, looked up. I like to think they succeeded in spite of me.
Yeah. Well, Fazlur Khan was the Sears Tower.
Yeah, I know.
And he was with Dad's PhD student.
Yeah, so. It's amazing. And he was so humble. He was charming. He was humble. And I don't think, and I would bet money, a large sum of it, that in 40 years at the University of Illinois, he never used one university stamp for personal use, ever. He just wouldn't do
Probably
it.
not.
I have no ethics compared to my father. I have no integrity. I mean,
you are right about that.
Unbelievable.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
But no,
and he loved America. Didn't you ask him once about maybe another country that would be good?
Yeah, he goes, don't even think about it.
Oh man! And do you know this, Johnny? You might not even know this story, but the last month he was alive, we were sitting at the kitchen table. He had congestive heart failure, and it wasn't going to be long. And I'm crying, and he's just talking, and he's talking about when he had to defend his thesis for the PhD, and you had to present it in 2 other languages. So he had to do French and German. I presume he knew French, but I don't think he knew fluent German to defend a thesis in 2 other languages. And he said, I was so mad. He had to stay. He was headed home. And a month later, he met her mom. A month later, he met Mom.
All meant to be.
How God works in mysterious ways. Isn't that something? Yeah.
And did a sabbatical then in India for you guys?
He worked. He never had a sabbatical.
Okay.
He worked 6 days a week and never took a sabbatical. He loved his work.
Was he creating some big buildings?
We went to USAID program, the USAID of modern fame of wasting a lot of money. And yeah, we probably did waste a little money, but we went over there as a family, and he was actually, his expertise was pre-stressed concrete, but they really weren't ready for it. And the program kind of worked over a half a century because people that Dad came into contact with got contacts, and every person he worked with came to the USA. But they then either went back or their kids went back. And so that's how we transfer technology. It wasn't go teach them today and they got it. A lot of the Americans just toured India because there was really not a lot of progress made in the program at the Indian Institute of Technology.
Yeah, I remember
But we were
that.
there for a year in India. And that's where I always thought, Diane, if every American could spend a couple of weeks in India, they'd be a lot more grateful because, boy, oh boy. And they don't have, some people live in a cardboard box if they've got a cardboard box.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that don't have anything. And you wonder how we got so lucky, you know.
You just don't have a high life expectancy in downtown Kanpur, India. And I'll never forget the women who sat there and found cow poop and packed it all day. That's their fuel. They burned it. And it was like pack in manure. That's their life. And then they go home.
Well, that's because it was fuel for the
right.
winter.
Yeah, and you would just, it just was no sanitary system.
I don't know if it's that bad today.
Ooh, I don't.
Well, I don't know. There's 1.4 billion of them. People, and I don't know. They can't keep up. You know,
they have 250 million people. We have 340 in America. They have 250 million people that are untouchable. That means the lowest of the low with no opportunities and nothing. 250 million. Man.
So it's
please, be
it's
grateful.
hard. But and I remember, Diane, in India when Dad went over there it was through a program associated with the University of Illinois to spread U.S. technology to help other nations. But there was a young, pretty woman. We went to the wedding, and she, there's this guy that wasn't that good looking to me. Anyway, they had to drag her down the aisles crying because she did not want to marry this guy, and that was too bad because that's just the way it was going to be.
Yeah.
And the guy could have at least not been chewing betel nut. But anyway.
Oh, my gosh. That's just, betel nut was like a chew that's red. It's gross.
Okay.
Ugh. Yeah. Johnny was also, one other thing, Johnny was also, I mean, this is, did you know, kind of a no way they'd ever guess it in a million years, was a prominent basketball player on the national championship team in high school India ball. He was on the team. It was an outdoor court. They had to play outside, and he swallowed a fly, was sick for a week. So that's a...
And I've been immune for just about everything ever since. So thank you, Jesus. But yeah, it was an outdoor court. And the thing is, Diane, no NIL. I got nothing.
How are you so good as a freshman in high school to be on a national championship and played a lot of the national championship? That's cool.
Well, I mean, the Indians were just kind of learning the game. And I could adjust for wind better.
Yes, that's right, outside court. Anyway, a little reminiscing. I don't know if we've ever talked about our father that length, but he was a great man.
And he got over here on the USS General Mann troop ship.
Yep.
At the end of World War, it wasn't over yet. The Japanese were trying to blow that ship out of the water. They went way south towards Australia to get around U-boats in the Pacific Ocean. And there were 10,000 troops on that ship, but they were selling deck passage for $15. And so 1945. And he got to San Pedro, California, April 15th, 1945. And then the war still went on till August. So
man,
those were the days.
Yeah.
I was looking into the population of India now is 1.46 billion in 2026, and the size is a third of America.
Yeah, and they got more. They passed China in population, and the untouchables are 16%, and that's the low because they have affirmative action in India since Gandhi. But it's trying to give them a chance. But if you're in the untouchable area, you're not going to take an appointment at a college and university when you're not sure what you're eating that day.
Right.
Just a different...
Untouchables known as the oppressed. Approximately 160 to 165 million people in India.
Thomas Sowell says 16%. If it's 1.4, I came up with about 250. But anyway, it's so sad. And you don't know. You have no understanding. We are, our First Nation world problems are mad. The gas prices are high. We have no idea how horrible most of the world lives. A lot of people just know, well, there's nothing. You talk about, I have a right to do this or that. They're just trying to get to the
something to eat, make it to the next day.
Yes.
No, it's pretty hard.
Economic disparity, historically regulated to manual labor like cleaning sewers.
And one last thing, because it's India, and it actually, we found a little marker, a little frame that said Center of the Universe by the Ganges River. And Greg and John, my two older brothers, suggested if we shovel straight down, it'd come out in Philo.
Mm-hmm.
And so we believe that. And so when I got on the radio many, many years ago, I started saying, I'm Stevie J, Philo from Philo, Illinois, Center of the Universe. And lo and behold, it's on the water tower.
That's
they have
right.
merchandise. And Johnny, you checked that. And you said if you dig straight
Well,
through...
it was Dad actually checked it. He checked it. And he said, it was spot on from that spot, plus or minus about 3,000 miles. But if you're talking about the universe, that's spot on.
That's pretty close. You bet.
There you go.
That's close enough. So it could be in San Pedro, California, where Dad landed. So
well, sure. Yeah. And anyway, so no, I'm glad he came over here.
Oh, boy. I mean, just think of the power for all of us, Johnny, on one decision. One decision can change generations. It's amazing. It really is. That he came here, that he was so angry because his advisor said you have to defend the thesis in two languages. Imagine applying that today. What? I'm not doing that.
Right.
You're prejudiced. You're
No,
racist.
you'd be sued.
Sued.
That's civil rights.
Yeah. Okay, Johnny. I'm going to Coaches versus Cancer tonight. Looking forward to that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We'll have, I would think, hopefully a good number from the team, but they kind of scattered for different purposes and checking their NBA status and things.
Right.
So we hope a lot of the teams there, it doesn't matter, trying to raise money for cancer, and great cause. And I think you want me to raise your paddle a few times, Johnny, is what I heard.
Well, I want you to ask Brad if maybe he could help me get my COVID year back, because I'll just be 12th man. I'll just be like Christian Leitner on the first Olympic dream team. He made that long shot, and they let him on the team.
Yeah.
So he gets a gold medal.
No,
nice
that's
job,
right.
Christian.
I think
so. I'd like to be on that team, and I want my COVID year, and I think he can get it. Everybody gets one. I only played 4 years.
You have this resume I'm looking at that says you're on a national championship team when you're 14.
Exactly.
14.
Basketball
I
national
think you're
championship.
in.
You need
Exactly.
that kind of
You want winners.
You need that kind of experience.
Winners.
Yeah.
Quite a performance resume there.
I think you just give $101 million, and it'll be the Brother Johnny Larry Geese Memorial Stadium. That's all
okay.
It would take. 101 million.
Okay. I like the Geese. Geese sounds a lot better to me.
All right. Well, we'll see. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of buzz about Illinois. Can we take this bounce from the Final Four and really get better? Can we do that? Will the guys come back? I don't know what the team is going to look like. So.
Well, that's what it's all about the next few weeks or maybe a couple months. But I think it's a great opportunity. Brad has, and his team has certainly, his coaching team has certainly shown a propensity for getting some good players.
Yeah, that's for
and
sure.
I think there's a lot more that are interested in playing for them just because they know about Illinois now.
No, that's right.
And so I think it's just been a great year, and it's fun. And it's fun to watch. So the problem is now the expectations have ratcheted up.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
The pressure for the coaching gets higher, but I think they can manage it. Yeah, I think it's good.
A lot of fun. All right, Johnny, appreciate it. We'll talk soon. Call you on Friday. Thank you for being on.
All right, thanks, Stevie J.
All right.
And enjoy the day.
Yeah,
and
you as well.
Don't worry about the taxes. It's only money.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it. That's Brother Johnny down in New Orleans. Back to Bible study he goes there in the book of Judges. 7:53, ESPN 93.5, and our good buddy over at Good Vibes is Steve Suderman, who has been there every single day without missing an hour. He's just so dedicated.
It seems so.
Well,
some days.
With all the incredible technology that continues to evolve, you have a 5-year-old TV, it's like, okay, that's a nice picture, but look at this. I mean, the technology continues to spin, Steve.
And the thing is that 5-year-old TV probably looks exactly the same as the day it was born. They don't really degrade in that amount of time. It's just that they keep marching on with the technology, and they squeeze a little more brightness and a little more color. I was going to talk about politics, which is very, very dangerous, but I don't want to take any credit for it. But I did say 3 weeks ago we should blockade the strait, and Somebody was listening somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's this is going to be very, very difficult for Iran to get any money with oil if you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and apparently,
I saw that one. I was pleased to see somebody moved in that direction. They took it a little further and just blockaded just the Iranian ports and not the whole thing.
I think inside the country there's a lot of problems with obviously inflation and everything else going on. So
I hope it works. But it was funny because my battered up IRA came roaring back. I think on account of that.
That's
so.
right. That's right.
I don't understand the stock market at all.
Well, it's kind of like selling corn and beans. It's just like something happens in Brazil and it changes. I don't get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, prices are high. Meat and just especially beef, gas, homes, rent, everything. I will also humbly submit the 2025 TVs are at all-time lows.
Okay.
So there are deals out there because it's model change time, and we just got the new LG flagship, and it's the best-looking television I've ever seen. If you want to see what the best TV you can buy today is,
you've got it.
We have it on our wall.
So I can come by and see that.
But you can buy last year's for about $400 less, and that's enough to matter. No
kidding, man.
So we got deals on the outgoing, and the best of the new hanging on the wall, and we can tell you what's different about it, why it's up 10% brighter than last year's, and the processing and all that, and we can hook you up with some sound stuff to go with it. It's despite heavily tariffed items that Denon, everything that we get from that company comes from either Vietnam or a few pieces from Japan, some from China. They're all faced with pretty severe taxes on that. They've got deals on 4 models of receivers and 4 models of turntables, and they should be on our website by the time I'm off the phone. You can see those under our big deal thing. So we got the sound, we got the picture, and we can play your music or your movies or your sports.
You wouldn't hesitate to buy a 2025 vehicle, for Pete's sakes. Why not?
Exactly. It's a better deal.
Yes, exactly, and it's a great product. How can people find you, Steve Suderman?
Physically at 2010 Round Barn Road next to the driver's license facility. We can be found virtually at gvibes.com. There's a big button that says Big Deals right on the landing page. It'll take you to stuff that we have in stock that's on sale, and makes it easy to filter your way through what the good deals are. Or you can call us up at 351-0909.
Well, good news. You sound the same as you've sounded since we started talking 30 years ago, and you also look the same. So that's quite a trick, my friend. Quite a trick. Appreciate you being on always.
Shaw.
Talk soon. Thank you, brother.
All right.
That's Steve Suderman. He's at Good Vibes, where you get your big screens and your sound systems and everything else.
Yep.
Okay, the news coming up. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J. We'll be right back after the news at 7:57.
At F&B Wealth Management, it's not just about numbers, it's about people and communities. Hi, I'm Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank and F&B Wealth Management. Our team is united by a shared passion for helping you achieve your financial goals. We are equipped and eager to work together to craft personalized financial solutions just for you, including retirement planning, risk management through life insurance, long-term care insurance planning, and investment advisory services. Together, we will celebrate milestones, navigate life's transitions, and build a financial future that reflects your values. Experience the difference of a team that truly cares. Visit investwithfnb.com to learn more about dedicated advisors and start your journey toward a financial confidence today.
F&B Wealth Management is a division of Fisher National Bank. F&B securities are not insured by the FDIC, not a deposit or other obligation of or guaranteed by the depository institution, subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amount invested. Securities, insurance, and investment advisory services are offered through Midwestern Securities Trading Company, LLC, MSTC, member FINRA, SIPC, MSTC, and F&B are not affiliated.
F&B Wealth Management, supporting exceptional communities full of exceptional people.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Ride in Champaign.
When disaster strikes your home or business, you have choices for emergency restoration services in Champaign County, and we're honored every time you choose us. At CleanRight, you're not calling a big national chain, you're calling a family-owned and operated company with deep roots right here in the community. We treat every customer like a neighbor, because chances are you are. Whether it's water damage, fire, storms, or unexpected emergencies, our certified and experienced technicians are ready with a 24/7 rapid response. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Our goal is simple: to return your home or business to safe, clean, like-new condition as quickly and painlessly as possible. Learn more or request services anytime at cleanright.net. CleanRight, restoring properties and peace of mind across Champaign County.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Another round of U.S.-Iran talks could come tomorrow. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and President Trump thinks the conflict will end soon.
I mean, I view it as very close to over. You know what? If I pulled up stakes right now, it would take them 20 years to rebuild that country.
And the president tells Fox Business oil and gas prices will come way down once there's a deal with Iran. But he knew there would be a big spike up when he attacked Iran.
And I was willing to do that, to stop a nuclear weapon to be used against this country or the Middle East.
For a third day, the U.S. military has a blockade in the Strait of Hormuz on Iran's ports.
U.S. Central Command continues to block Iranian ports with more than a dozen support vessels. CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper explained the impact of this move, saying, quote, an estimated 90% of Iran's economy is fueled by international trade by sea. In less than 36 hours since the blockade was implemented, U.S. forces have completely halted economic trade going into and out of Iran by sea. The Iranians are now responding to the blockade, with the IRGC threatening to target any U.S. ships in the area.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. Vice President Vance, who brokered the first round of Iran talks over the weekend, spoke at a Turning Point USA event last night at the University of Georgia, but the group's leader, Erica Kirk, did not, citing serious threats she's gotten 7 months after her husband, conservative activist Charlie Kirk, was assassinated.
She's trying to make sure that Charlie's legacy doesn't die. And in that context, everybody is attacking her over everything, and they're lying about her, and it's one of the most disgraceful things that I've ever seen in public life.
There are 2 House seats vacant the morning after 2 congressmen resigned. Republican Tony Gonzalez, who had an affair with a staffer who later committed suicide, and Democrat Eric Swalwell, accused of rape or sexual misconduct by 5 women, allegations Swalwell denies.
His attorney saying in a statement, these accusations are false, fabricated, and deeply offensive, a calculated and transparent political hit job.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. America's listening to Fox News.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and now you can trade on every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in the live market. No house and no odds maker. And as the odds move, you can buy in and out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app, use code PRESS to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
I didn't switch to Pure Talk just because I wanted to save 50% off the same 5G service I'd been paying twice as much for. I switched because I like the idea of being in business with a wireless company that supports our veterans in a meaningful way. Pure Talk also creates American jobs every day by keeping their entire operation in this country. I appreciate that. If you feel the same, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
The Department of Homeland Security remains unfunded after the House rejected a Senate plan to fund everything but ICE and Border Patrol, upsetting Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
House Republicans would rather bog down the Senate in a partisan clown show with their reconciliation proposal,
which Democrats could not block, so Republicans would not have to give in to their immigration enforcement reform demands, and President Trump likes that.
We want to keep it sort of slim.
The president tells Maria Bartiromo on Fox Business the main goal of a reconciliation bill that can pass with no support from Democrats is funding ICE and Customs and Border Patrol.
In the last 9 months, not one person came across the border illegally.
Some Republicans want to expand the bill to include other priorities like mandatory voter ID and proof of citizenship to register.
Can you put the Save America Act in the reconciliation
I'd love
plan?
to do it, and we'll certainly look at it.
But there are rules. The reconciliation process is for bills that have to do with budget, not policy. Chris Foster, Fox News.
The Trump Justice Department keeps trying to exonerate people convicted in the 2021 Capitol riots.
The DOJ has turned to the U.S. Court of Appeals in D.C. to dismiss seditious conspiracy against leaders of the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. Members of both groups were among more than 1,500 people pardoned by President Trump last year for convictions stemming from the January 6, 2001 storming of the U.S. Capitol. But top members in those groups, including Stuart Rhodes of the Oath Keepers, were convicted of the elevated charge on evidence they tried to overthrow the government by force. If the seditious conspiracy convictions are thrown out, it would also be erased from their records. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are up a little the day after more big gains. The Nasdaq has gone up 10 sessions in a row. The S&P 500 is close to a record high. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Urbana Police receiving a $90,000 grant to improve its response to trauma calls. They say the grant will support officer training and wellness programs to help ensure officers are better equipped to respond to individuals experiencing trauma. That grant will be received over the next couple of years. With e-book costs climbing across Illinois, lawmakers pushing a bill to limit how publishers price and restrict digital materials for libraries. It would stop publishers from charging libraries more than the public, capping software license limits, and preventing restrictions on loan periods. Urbana Free Library says the change would help smaller libraries stretch their budgets. Champaign County still in drought conditions despite recent rainfall. Central and east central Illinois running about 18 inches below normal precip, leaving streams, rivers, and groundwater extremely low. Lack of moisture is hurting pasture conditions and limiting the final hay cutting for livestock producers. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Shum Miller.
Yeah, as expected, according to meteorologist Greg Solier, it's kind of cloudy and some rain out there and all of that. The farmers were not very present.
18 inches sounds a little bit dated. I think we've probably cut that in half.
Oof.
I think it's somewhere closer to 5 to 10, 6 to 8, somewhere in that range, depending on your proximity here in Champaign County. So
you're talking about what we've had,
Indiana as well. So
what we've had, or what's coming.
That's the deficit that remains.
I see. Okay.
Back to the beginning part of 2025.
Gain in
if
it.
you were to advance all that up to today's calendar.
Okay. I think that's good gain, huh? Pretty darn good progress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's good news.
Yeah.
I know that coffee.
Much
Coffee
better
was
shape than the folks up north of us are going to be from a fieldwork standpoint, at least for now.
Man, we are blessed in Champaign County with great land and weather.
Yeah.
The coffee was kind of vacant today because everyone's running the plant right now. So I didn't know you planted beans first. Now I thought you always planted corn first, but apparently now it's beans first. I didn't know that. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning.
Yeah. See. Well, yeah. You made $2 million to get the operation going. Then you've got ongoing adult education. So
there you go.
Via the coffee shop.
No, exactly. So. Everything said there is true. Here we go. Our check of our weather brought to you this morning by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, great summer programs and spring programs too, for that matter. Coming up towards the end of the month is the free teen hangout that comes your way on Friday, and of course, summer job opportunities and camps. UrbanaParks.org.
Got to go Google Paul Harvey, God Made the Farmer.
Yes.
I mean, that's just...
They played that at, what was it, Orion's funeral on Friday.
I'll be darned. That's very appropriate. Yeah. Okay, meteorologist Greg Solier, what you seeing here, brother?
Well, my friend, couple sprinkles around Tuscola, northwestern end of Champaign County. Yeah, Vermilion County's vastly improved. Iroquois and points onto the east. Still a little work to accomplish here. And up in parts of Ford and McLean counties. But we will do just that going forward. It will be the juggling act. I think, there's been some opportunity for some field work, better soils, better drainage, better tile lines. That'll be shifting at least from a at least moisture standpoint, with plenty of it coming our way here when what remains for April and into May. Meanwhile, there are flood watches and no field work across northwest Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, North Illinois, parts of eastern Iowa, and some trickle-down effect into parts of western Illinois, where showers and thunderstorms are going at the current time. The rain's winding down after another 1 to 2, some spots more than 3 inches in some of these wet grounds to southern Wisconsin, and now north and northeast Illinois. Flood warnings up in some of those farmland areas of McHenry and Lake County, Illinois. Out the door this morning, 70 at Illinois, 68 at Rantoul, 72 at Danville, 64 Bloomington normal, heading towards an afternoon high today, and that muggy feel continues on up at around 79 with some scattered showers, maybe thunderstorm this morning, better odds this afternoon, and especially overnight and in through tonight. And any of these thunderstorms will have a rush of wind, some heavy downpours of rain, a low tonight down to 63. Tomorrow, again, showers and thunderstorms both morning and again later in the afternoon, the high up to 77. We'll get into a little more stable atmosphere tomorrow night as skies clear off. That means some late night fog and a low down to 59. And some fogginess Friday morning, the windy, warm, and more humid in the afternoon on Friday, partly cloudy, maybe a thunderstorm. Record nearby territory at about 84. And showers and thunderstorms Friday night and Saturday morning. Temperatures about 71 on Saturday, dropping, and we'll be only in the 50s here and a breezy, much cooler Sunday. Low 60s on Monday after a frost patch to start, then a warm up into the 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, and more rain the second half of next week as well. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm Ulysses Greg Soldier.
Well, buying a first home can feel overwhelming, but Walter and his wife found the right guidance with Amy over at the Nate Evans Group. In his 5-star review for the Nate Evans Group, Walter says that Amy helped them navigate the whole process and made sure they understood every single step.
I love that. Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty. Do you need an immediate cash offer on your home? What's your timeline look like? Just sit down and talk about the possibilities. Flexible fees. Help sell your home for the most money possible by, you could go right now and hit that home estimate button at the nateevansgroup.com and you'll start to get the process started. Plus, the fact that all of the agents like Amy have been a part of more than 100 home sales in their career. Nate doesn't hire inexperienced agent. Get the process going if you're interested in starting a new chapter. Very familiar with our community, a friend you can trust. Call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. Nate Evans, 217-239-7113, or that online search to Nate Evans Group to start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to the NateEvansGroup.com.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
When the storm rolls in, where will you go? Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your family with a custom storm shelter from Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services. At Berg Tanks, their shelters are fiberglass and plate steel safe rooms that can be installed in your garage or exterior, in ground, or on a concrete pad. Built to withstand the toughest storms, giving you a safe, secure place when you need it most. Whether you need a compact unit for a small space or a larger shelter for the whole family, they've got you covered. Their expert team handles everything from excavation to installation so you can have peace of mind before the next storm strikes. Berg Septic also specializes in septic pumping, new system installation, grease trap cleanings, repairs, and maintenance plans to keep your home running smoothly. Call Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services today at 217-367-8632 or visit them online at bergtanksinc.com. That's BERGtanksinc.com.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
All right, 8:13. There's Diane. I'm Stevie J. Good to have you listening here on this Wednesday, April 15. I'll give you the lowdown. If you're not going to Coaches versus Cancer, I'll brief you tomorrow morning.
Yes.
On what I see and hear. And, yeah, I don't know, 1,000 people? There's a lot of people.
I think it's 1,700 is what
it?
I saw.
2,000 people.
It's a lot.
Listen, Brad told us last week on the radio that this has changed from the normal big-time coaches and appearances by named people from basketball. I mean, he gets them all. Bill Self, Lon Kruger, Tom Izzo. I mean, they've all been here.
Yes, Matt Painter, Dana Altman.
And but if you let David Merkovich have the microphone for a half hour, it'll be gold.
Exactly.
I'm sure they won't do that, but I just want to hear him talk.
I just wonder who's going to be there with this transfer portal and everybody negotiating. I just don't know.
Who knows? I know that if you're a player, give me some more of that Indianapolis. Serve me up a little more of that dish. Yeah. Because you just don't get that adulation and applause very often in your life. Not like that.
And to have them coming into the practice with all the fans at Lucas Oil Stadium that Friday morning.
Tens of thousands of you
so many
went to be unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a little of that with a couple thousand people. That'll feel pretty good.
Especially Merck saying this is amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyway, just flashback. You made me flashback.
Oh, to the amazing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Georgie
and was it Kofi too?
Yeah, Kofi. It's amazing, man. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. I might have that clip on my board here. I got to see if I've got that still. Yeah, I will look for that.
You just never know sometimes when we put that microphone in front of the players and they have a chance to visit with us. It's awesome.
Our guys are all pretty good. I think I thought Andre Stojakovic was exceptional.
Mm-hmm. Keaton Wagler's a little more withdrawn.
I mean, they're just all, not fantastic. I thought Andre was actually the best with talking to the press, but David was the most entertaining. He doesn't say much, but when he does, and talking these little TikTok things about his, bedhead, but he says it's not the BAD, it's BED. And so, what are you doing? Talking about your hair.
I know.
No preparation.
His childhood dream was to be a streamer.
Streamer, that's my announcement. I'm going to do Fortnite. Get on Fortnite with me. So funny.
Illinois baseball wins 16-4 against SIUE, 14 in the first 2 innings. 10 of those runs with 2 outs left in the inning. So good stuff as they head into the Oregon game Friday at 6. Number 19 Oregon. You can show up and support our Illini baseball team. The softball team in action at 4 o'clock against SEMO. Local heroes being honored at First Responders Night. Other local news in Illini Nation, Destiny Jackson returns to Coach Shauna Green's team. She was an outstanding freshman. Maddie Weber also declared over the weekend in her senior year upcoming. And, of course, we all heard about Divine Borge. Coming in from LSU. She'll be at the Kicking Cancer event tonight, too, as we salute the Final Four team. And doors will open at 4 USA Gordyville. Locally, we had ESPN 93.5, your home for the Cardinals, 6-5 winners over Cleveland. It's a 12:15 start as that series wraps up. Cubs over Philadelphia 10-4, 5:40 start over on US 105.9. And Tampa Bay over Chicago White Sox 8-5 yesterday. NBA play-in game. Charlotte over Miami 127-126. Portland over Phoenix 114-110. So the games will continue tonight with Orlando at Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. Golden State will be against the LA Clippers. And we have kind of a wind down on the NHL season as they prepare for the playoffs. And we had the Blackhawks over Pittsburgh 7-5. No, that's St. Louis over Pittsburgh 7-5. Blackhawks in San Jose tonight at 7:30.
Yeah, I have not taken a glance of the baseball standings 18 games into the season. There's only 144 games left. Oh, boy. Anyway, the Central Division where the Cubs and Cardinals live is what you would think would be totally inverted, with the Reds and Pirates in first. Reds and Pirates?
Right.
Cardinals third, Brewers fourth, Cubs last. Now, you flip that, Cubs, Brewers, Cardinals, Pirates, Reds. I think the Reds are going to be better, though. But the Pirates are 10-7. Pirates are one of the worst teams ever.
Okay, and that's good for number 2 right now?
Yeah, tied for first. 10, yeah, there's nobody except blah, blah, blah. The Dodgers are 13-4. Everybody else is...
Whatever.
Yeah, right. So, anyway, it's just the LeBron James of baseball, the team that buys and puts together a team.
We didn't talk much about Camden Lopati decommitting from Illinois, now heading to Michigan.
Yeah. Well,
whatever.
Is it Michigan commit?
Yeah.
It's Notre Dame or Michigan. It's Michigan.
It's
okay.
now Michigan.
All right. Well, and Brett Bilma had posted. There's millions and millions of reasons, I guess, huh?
Okay.
I mean, they're the team that I think gave that kid Underwood. Ironically, the quarterback at Michigan last year was 18-year-old kid Underwood. He got $12 million. It's supposed to be a 2-year deal or something.
Man,
if you can throw $6 million at an 18-year-old, I don't think that's wise. They haven't played in that level. Now, if you get an established dude coming over that's had proven record in college game, maybe at a big program, but an 18-year-old kid that just got done with prom or is dressing for prom,
right?
You're going to give them millions and millions based on what? They've not seen that speed in college. They're going to get hit like they've never been hit in their life. That's a crazy leap. But, whatever, it's Michigan. So, good luck to you. I haven't heard about Merez Johnson. Could you Google Merez Johnson, see if he's coming?
Okay.
I don't think he's coming back.
I was just...
I'm sorry. I think he's coming back, but I have not heard, and I wonder what the wait is. He's a key figure in that Michigan lineup.
Right, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, the season for spring cleaning is here. And while many focused on, cleaning, organizing closets and stuff, scrubbing floors, Busey encourages you to clean up your finances. Evaluate and pay down debt, review your budget, check your credit report, sign up for e-statements and paperless billing, set up automatic bill pay, consolidate your accounts, so there's not what's this one over here kind of thing. Download the Busey mobile app. You can manage your finances whenever you want, wherever you are with Busey's mobile app and online services. Get started on your spring cleaning today with the expertise and innovative products and services at Busey. Just visit Busey.com for more resources or stop by one of their many convenient locations today. Busey, for over 158 years, member FDIC. All right, 8:20, we have a Stever. The program is where I give you money to spend at wonderful businesses today. Spring Green, your neighborhood lawn care team. You can make that lawn look so darn green and plush. You say, darn, it's just too soft and thick in here. Wow. I have to mow too much.
Well, you'll probably get upset when the dandelions start coming in on the neighbor's lawn because you don't want that to blow over on your lawn after spring green's been there.
Kind of predict it. You can kind of block it. If you have treatment, it's not going to catch
look at you all fancy and paying attention when Steve Imke was showing you how to do things. We had this promotion a few years back, the working man.
Yeah, I wonder if he would hire me if I had to have Betsy as my car. That's his truck. He has 691,000 miles on the truck.
Right.
That's unreal. Anyway, I'm giving out $250. If you want some lawn care, $250 for free. I'm handing that to you. 217-359-2255. That's the Fisher National Bank text line. You can send your text saying Spring Green, and we'll know you're interested, and you get contacted later if you're one of our winners.
You had asked about the Dusty May decision from Morez Johnson Jr. and Ade Mara navigating the transfer portal. He just says it's been a difficult balance. So I don't think nobody knows yet.
Mara's a 7'3" guy. I would like to see Mara leave Ann Arbor and Morez Johnson leave Ann Arbor. The Goudet, the guard, Gouda.
Okay.
He's back. Yikes. He's very good. Anyway, we'll see how everybody looks because nobody really knows. 8:22, ESPN 93.5. Stevie J here with Nate Evans of eXp Realty. You'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Champaign-Urbana Ballet makes a big splash with The Little Mermaid on May 1st and 2nd at the Virginia Theater. Glamorous and amusing, this magical adventure is one for the whole family. Sponsored by Area Wide Technologies, Bill Bass Foundation, Champaign Ballet Academy, Stone Ridge Dairy, and 2 Men and a Truck. Tickets at Virginia Theater box office or visit thevirginia.org. Join CU Ballet Under the Sea with The Little Mermaid.
Hi, this is Richard of Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights.
And I'm Selena, the other half. When something breaks or needs built right, we know you don't have time to wait.
That's why we handle everything from on-site repair to full turnkey facility projects.
With over 150 years of combined industry experience behind every job.
We're also your local dealer for Chief Ring System.
So you're getting equipment you can count on.
Give us a call at 217-574-5050.
Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Built on experience, powered by people.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Well, we got a big soccer event coming,
Yes,
the
we
CU
do.
Girls Soccer Showcase, and that's going to be all over the place this weekend. Happy to welcome, don't tell me, Rashad Archie, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Rashad Archie works as athletic facilities attendant at Immersion Park, but you want to get into this lucrative area of sports media, huh? I've said that facetiously a little bit there.
Exactly.
Okay, so CU Girls Soccer Showcase, what are you talking about? It's 4th annual, but what is this?
Okay, well, this is a collaboration between the CU Soccer Consortium, which consists of Illini FC, the Parkland College Soccer Program, Soccer Planet CU, and the Junction FC WPSL program. The focus is growing the game locally and creating opportunities and visibility for the players. We're showcasing local high school talent, creating opportunities, connecting youth, high school, and college in the semi-pro pipeline, and, highlighting some good soccer for the girls in Central Illinois. It's about bigger than one game. It's about the ecosystem. So we'll have about 8 teams from the area. St. Thomas More has a talented freshman core of Jordan Reed, Emerson Clark, and Henley Parsons, highlighted by some senior leadership of Leighton Clark and Claire Klusner. From Champaign Central, you will have Riley Schultz, the reigning Area Player of the Year, committed to Eastern Michigan, along with Chloe Sikora and Haley Yaus, some more senior leadership, and they'll be playing at the next level in the coming years. And from Muhammad Seymour, we have Paisley Welch, a 2-time All-State player looking for another All-State selection. And I kind of volunteered myself to kind of lead a collaborative media initiative around the event. I've been collaborating and coordinating with coaches, players, and the community to create some storytelling through interviews and highlights to, create coverage of the athletes' journeys.
Well, you obviously know soccer. I don't think anybody in Champaign-Urbana could have just done what you did.
Uh-huh.
Nobody. Any
a little bit. I'm just getting started. I'm a professional.
Well, I'm sorry, but nobody knows the names of the kids you just read. That's awesome. I love it. I love to get the attention. That's wonderful. All right, so this is Saturday, and it's also Immersion Park. Plenty of parking.
I would suggest parking at the tennis center and then walking down the platform. It's the address is 606 St. Mary's Road. And it'll be all day from 9. The first game is at 9. Then there's another game at 11. In between the 4 games, you'll get a chance to see the Illinois soccer team play with players like Emma Yee, Kayla Jackson, all Big Ten player, and the incomparable Izzy Lee, a record-setting goalkeeper with the single-season saves record from last year with 123 saves going into her senior year. They won 13 games last year, looking to build on that success. And then as the day winds down, you'll see Champaign Central against rival Urbana. And the marquee matchup of the day, Muhammad Seymour going against Champaign Centennial.
All right.
Both teams off to a hot start this year. So
good work, Rashad Archie. Yeah, no, I think it's great. Rashad Archie, it's again coming up, 4th Annual CU Girls Soccer Showcase to Emergent Park this Saturday from 9 to essentially 8, 9 at night.
Is it free to get in, Rashad?
You can purchase tickets. You only have to pay the one-time fee. For kids, for students with an ID, high school students with an ID, it's free. You can purchase tickets at soccerplanetcu.com/girls soccer showcase, where you can also support by purchasing some merchandise.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, good job, and we appreciate the update. We love local stars like the soccer kids moving up the chain in girls soccer. And as a veteran Park District soccer coach, I was really good at this, Rashad.
Absolutely.
You know what my secret was? Division I snacks. That's what did it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had the good juicy
There you
boxes.
go.
I spared no expense. Hey, listen, thanks for jumping on. Hope it goes real well this weekend, buddy. Thanks for calling.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Rashad Archie is his name, telling you about some I didn't know about. He knew names of girls that play soccer I didn't know.
The 4th Annual CU Girls Soccer Showcase happening Saturday, April 18th at Demersion Park.
All right, 8:29.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump's view of the world, with the White House signaling more Iran peace talks and oil prices tumble.
It's going to come dropping down very big as soon as it's over, and I think it can be over very soon.
Telling Fox Business with a complete U.S. military blockade of Iran's ports, he thinks Iran wants to make a deal very badly. Senate Democrats try again this afternoon to force a vote to rein in the president's war powers. Congress relieved but not absolved of a sex scandal after Congressman Eric Swalwell resigned. Lisa Bloom, the Beverly Hills lawyer for the latest woman accusing Swalwell of drugging and raping her.
Your recent statement that you are just not perfect, you are not a saint, is just blather and spin. Stop it.
Swalwell's denials under criminal investigation. America is listening to Fox News.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Right in Champaign. As winter fades and spring rains move in, melting snow, heavy storms, and stressed pipes can quickly turn into flooding and water damage for homes and businesses across Champaign County. When water shows up where it shouldn't, every minute matters. At Clean Right, we're a family-owned and operated company with deep roots in this community, and we're ready with a 24/7 emergency response. Our certified, experienced technicians arrive fast to assess the damage and start the restoration process right away. Whether it's a flooded basement, burst pipe, or storm damage, we work to make the recovery quick and as stress-free as possible. Our mission is to return your property to clean, safe, like new condition so you can get back to normal. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Learn more or request emergency service anytime at cleanright.net.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
Here's a look at local news. Fire is out, but investigators still working to determine what sparked a Saturday blaze at Champaign Park Apartments. Crews were on scene for more than 12 hours after the first call. With so many Champaign firefighters committed, departments from Savoy, Urbana, and the Corn Belt Fire Protection District all had to maintain coverage. Urbana Police receiving a $90,000 grant to improve its response to trauma calls. The grant will support officer training and wellness programs to help ensure officers are better equipped to respond to individuals experiencing trauma. The grant will be received over the next year. Champaign-Urbana High School robotics team preparing to compete on the world stage later this month. Team Control Z qualified after going undefeated at the Miami Valley Regional. Students from Una High and Urbana High spent months designing a robot built for high-volume scoring. The team will travel to Houston for the World Championships April 29th through May 2nd. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
All right, it's 8:35, backside of the program here.
We were just mentioning Ebert Fest is up and coming this weekend on the 17th and 18th, and I see there's probably 10 films being shown, and I think they're about out of the passes. All the movies.
I just thought we had moved on.
No, this one's called Ebert Fest One Last Dance.
Is it really? Or is this Cher?
I don't know.
Eagles?
Right,
I mean,
the
touring.
farewell tour, the Hell Freezes Over tour.
I'm glad it's here. I think they should keep it here. I think they should keep doing it, but I don't know. You'll never run out of movies,
The
will you?
festival pass is access to all 8 movie screenings for the 2 days. But one of the ones that's generating so much interest is Saturday, April 18th at 340. Chili Finger was locally produced, and so many scenes, like in Monticello and the old Hardee's that closed, where Judy Greer finds a finger in her fast food chili and decides to blackmail the restaurant for a cash payout, starring John Goodman, and he's supposed to be in town. Sean Astin is a part of it. And from
Sean Astin coming? No.
Yes, and Bryan Cranston also.
Oh my gosh.
And I was at an event at the Virginia Theater. I want to say I was seeing a band, and he was in line, and I said something to
Bryan
him.
Cranston?
Yes.
Man.
Of what was his bad?
He's tremendous.
I know.
I've seen some of those, and he's a really good actor.
With the cooking.
Sean Astin's Rudy. Sean Astin is my Sam from The Lord of the Rings.
That's it.
Sean Astin is a big star.
So he was in that, but we're expecting Judy Greer and John Goodman to be at that. It's rated R. It's 128 minutes. I'm seeing a scene from the fast food place, and it does look like I mean, of course, it could look like any fast food place, but pretty cool that it worked out that there's so many scenes in our area on this Chili Finger movie that's airing at 3:30 on Saturday.
All right, that's all coming up when?
This weekend.
Wow.
So Friday and Saturday. So
Ebert Fest is back. I'm glad. I thought in my head when I heard they're done, I said, well, that's too bad. I'm glad they're back.
That's right.
I haven't heard anything about it from
individual
the standpoint of publicity, though.
passes are $20 if you want to see, just one of the movies.
I want to see Nuremberg.
Yeah,
I've never
that one's
seen
part
that.
of it too.
I mean,
that one's coming out of the gate. 9 a.m. is Charlie Bird on Friday morning, so we got the show. We can't make that, but 11:25.
Could they
Nuremberg.
make it 9:20? We'll get there and just hold it.
And if they do a little Q&A or intro or something, you could make that.
Okay, you guys here? Okay, let's start it.
At 8:50 Friday night on the 17th, Get Out. Have you seen that?
Haven't seen Get Out.
Oh my goodness.
I can't do suspense.
Okay.
It's a thriller, or
it's called a American psychological horror film.
I don't need that. I saw Psycho. That's all I needed. All right, 217-359-2255. You need some yard help. Spring Green can do that. I'm handing out $250 bills, even though they don't make them. We hand them out digitally. If you are interested in care for your lawn for $250, I'll get you started. It's just cash for Spring Green. 217-359-2255. They serve an area that is so big. So wherever you're listening from, except maybe Florida or out of state stuff, Central Illinois, take care of that for you. Let us know. 217-359-2255. Fisher National Bank text line, if you would like. I've been kind of avoiding the story, the Eric Swalwell. How many men are like this? How many men just prey on women?
I know it.
Did he Bill Cosby this woman? That's the accusation.
Right.
That she was drugged. She had one glass of wine, doesn't remember anything. She remembers she can't move in her arms.
It's being roofied when somebody puts something in your drink or something.
Unbelievable. My thoughts on what to do with people like that are not very Christian.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
My name is Lana Drews. In 2018, while I was living and working as a model in Beverly Hills, and I also owned a fashion software company, I had contact with Eric Swalwell on 3 separate occasions after meeting him socially. He offered me connections to further my software company, and I also had an interest in local politics.
Okay, so remember Bill Cosby? He'd call the parents of the victim and say how he's going to groom her for Hollywood and all the excitement and all the, he's Dr. Huxtable. He's so nice. Bill Cosby's my favorite. He was drugging women.
Unbelievable.
He invited me to 2 public events. I knew he was married at the time and that his wife was pregnant.
What a creep. Ugh. What an absolute evil creep.
On the 3rd occasion, I believe he drugged my drink. I only had 1 glass of wine. We were supposed to go to a political event, and he said he needed to get paperwork from his hotel room. I arrived at his hotel room. I was already incapacitated, and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me, and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I did not consent to any sexual activity. Although I did not undergo a rape kit at the time, I disclosed the assault to the people closest to me. I also recorded these events in my handwritten calendar. The assault and its impact were later documented during my therapy sessions at a sexual assault center in Connecticut. It was a politically unusual and intense time in Beverly Hills, and I was considering a run for city council, which placed me in proximity to political figures and events and added to the pressure to remain composed and silent.
Eric Swalwell, victim number 5. And why would a woman ever come forward like that? I understand. Always believe the woman is what the Democrats used to say. Nancy Pelosi protected Eric Swalwell during the whole Fang Chinese spy thing. Well, what's his wife doing? What an awful man.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Brittany Watts, married in 2016. I don't know.
Anyway, it's a horrible story. And he's out. There's a Republican that's out because he messed around with a staffer who killed herself. I mean, just sick stuff. I like to think I'm slow to anger. I go 0 to 60 in 1 second on stuff like this. Drugging, he denies everything. So,
do you think if we had castration as one of the circumstances of doing something like that, or if consequences, I guess I should say?
Listen, I think it rises to the level absolutely physical castration.
Right.
Now, don't you think that'd be a deterrent? Problem is,
I would think so.
How do we know exactly what happened? They did. They said that you did. If you can definitively, absolutely know that, no question. That's an appropriate penalty. But how often in these cases is there some gray area?
Right.
How do you know that wasn't consensual for a minute and then they changed their mind and all these other... there's just ridiculous. But if I absolutely said, okay, here's what happened. I saw the whole room. I have video of the thing. They did a rape kit. They have the DNA.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're in such a brain fog after being roofied, from what I understand.
Well, it's
the person who has told me, and like she said, couldn't move her body. And it happened in the girl's bathroom after she had sipped the drink in the bar. And I guess the people that worked at the bar, this was down in like Miami or somewhere in Florida, and they were all...
This is from a story you know?
The story of the woman that told me about her roofie experience.
Unbelievable.
And her girlfriends ended up carrying her out, and the doorman didn't say anything or look the other way, wasn't helpful at all. Like, everybody was on board with some of these girls are going down. And probably going to be sex trafficked after that.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's again, wow.
But everybody had said to these ladies, do not take a drink from people.
Ever.
And especially when you're on spring break or whatever the situation was. Because that's what happens.
I guess maybe more common than I thought.
Incapacitated in the bathroom and could have been, carried away from a bodyguard and put in a van in the back. I was just glad it turned out the way it did. But, for 12 hours, I want to say.
No, it's
totally out of it.
Unbelievable. No, there's, sickening.
Right.
That's why I didn't talk about it. Anyway, he's out, and so is a Republican guy who sounds just about, I don't know if he drugged anybody, but the woman, took her own life. Sick, just stuff. So he's out. So you lost a Republican and Democrat. Who cares? These are horrible humans. My gosh. I don't know what it would be like. Were people following you around, wanting to interview you, how wonderful you are, and you're so powerful. Ooh, man, you're just, what committee are you on? And it eats them up.
I guess.
Sick people. That's why we need term limits, so they can't, at least the sick people got to be term limited. 845 ESPN 93.5.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning. Do you have your sewer line cleaned every year? Are you constantly getting roots or blockages? Why deal with that headache year after year? Call Land's Drain Cleaning today at 217-355-5512 to have our expert staff come out, clean your line. We give you a free camera inspection, show you what's wrong, where it's at, and then we can offer you a repair for that problem so you don't have to deal with it again. Land's Drain Cleaning. Why call anyone else?
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoulby on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and a tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
This is Paul Reekin with Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. This April, pick any day of the month. Don't miss our spring cleaning, scratch and dent, and or discontinued sale event of the century. We're talking 50, 60, 70% off the already reduced price. Wow! Now's the time to replace that dishwasher that's barely washing dishes. Here we have a dishwasher with a small dent on the door. Your kids are playing football in the kitchen every night while you're making dinner. It's gonna get dented anyway. Now you have a fully functional dishwasher and you saved $400. How about a refrigerator? Last year's model, not a single scratch. Save yourself $1,000 and put it towards the family summer vacation. Awesome! A new vent hood above your range. Be honest, you haven't looked at those grease filters since the late 90s. Buy a closeout hood and watch it shine from a room over for the next quarter century. It's the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World Spring Cleaning, Scratch and Dent, and or discontinued closeout appliance sale of the century. You don't have to rush. The sale is going on the whole month of April. Unless it's April 29th, you might want to hurry. Wow!
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The National Collegiate Men's Gymnastics Championships, coming to Champaign, Illinois this April. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana. It is Saturday, windy and seasonably warm. Between by the Vanguard to wet weather pattern going forward the next couple of days with scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm this morning. Back in later in the afternoon, becoming partly sunny and up to 83 on a gusty southwest wind. At night, a couple of periods of showers, thunderstorms early and again after midnight. Low down to 66. Tomorrow, breezy, mild weather, showers, thunderstorms both morning and afternoon. Highs near 80. South winds continue on. More rain tomorrow night. Lows down to 63 and showers and thunderstorms both morning and later afternoon for the Thursday. Highs up to about 76. Iffier rain chances, windy, warm, humid, and up to 84 with a partly sunny Friday. More widespread rains in here for Friday night, Saturday, with a Saturday high at 74. Then back into windy, much cooler weather. Temps in the upper 50s on Sunday. Patchy frost here next Monday morning. Later in the afternoon, up to 61. We'll start chasing scattered showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday next week. High temperatures inching back close to 70 degrees. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Hi, this is Michelle Lake with the Philo Exchange Bank. At Philo Exchange Bank, we believe that banking should feel personal. Whether you bank online or stop in to see our friendly team, we are here to support your financial goals every step of the way. Visit us at any one of our locations in Philo, St. Joseph, Allerton, Broadlands, or at our newest branch in Tolono, opening this spring.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run? Call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Urbana Park District is hiring. Are you looking for a summer gig or a side hustle? With great jobs as a lifeguard, camp counselor, grounds crew, customer service representative, and other opportunities. Young adults getting a first job to boost their resume. Line up a new gig that's convenient right along the MTD bus line. Learn more about the job openings online at urbanaparks.org. Make some money, serve the community, make connections this summer with the Urbana Park District.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. All right, ESPN 93.5. We are about out of time. The drive this afternoon. We hope the Cardinals start early, though. And Cardinals have won 7 times out of 9 coming from behind last night. It was down to the last strike.
Right,
bottom of the
10
ninth.
innings,
Yeah.
6-5 over Cleveland.
Yeah, they rallied to win, and here's a bunch of no-names, except Jordan Walker. I want to see how many of these guys have been to Champaign with the Caravan. I think most of them. I mean, Pozo won the game.
Won the game. He's been
January.
on the Caravan.
It was January. He was
right.
here. So that's good. We love carrying the Cardinals here on ESPN 93.5. Love carrying the Cubs across the hall at WGKC US 105.9. Cubbies are 8-9. I think the whole division's close to 500, so no separation really.
Right.
At this point, I think the surprise is 10-7 Pittsburgh, because they're generally really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got one of the best pitchers in baseball. A young kid that's. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he's dating the famous gymnast from LSU, and big time pitcher.
I'm still not getting it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Just look. Text. I got a minute left. Text in Pittsburgh's young pitcher.
Okay.
Best guy ever. I mean, he's ridiculous, and it's just amazing the fog that occurs if you don't get enough coffee. So.
Yes, I know. Is it Paul Sickens?
Yeah, it's
23-year-old right-hander?
Paul
Skeens?
Skeens. That's it. He's great. The guy's so good at baseball. Okay, so we'll meet back tomorrow. John Decker will highlight the program. Nathaniel's back with Did You Know? That's tomorrow. And Tim Onstad, our amazing smoke guy that can give you tips on smoking and or barbecue or anything like that.
You can give us a recap of what
Paul
happened
Skeen.
with
Paul Skeen.
Skeen, yeah.
Paul Skeen.
With
Thank you,
the Kicking Cancer event tonight at Gordyville.
Yep, I'll report on what I see and hear tomorrow morning on the program with a couple thousand of my best friends.
And you'll be flying solo because I've got something I'm doing for the kids with disabilities and transitioning into the real world.
Well, that's awesome you're doing.
City View.
It's awesome you're doing that and getting involved, Diane.
Thank you.
Because you're never involved in anything. That's Diane Ducey. I'm
Enjoy
Stevie
the
J.
day.
Thank you for listening. Have a great Wednesday.
Jesse with Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Hey, do you have sewer blockages, problems? Are your toilets gurgling? Why deal with the headache? Call Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions today. We can come out and clean your line, camera it, show you what the problem is, and then we have an expert underground team that can make those repairs. 217-355-5512. We are here for you when you need us. Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
BMW, Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champagne. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champagne is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in Central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming, family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoulby on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. This is WSJK